Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so happy to be here, and this is the first time I will make a speech in the US. Yeah. So my today's topic is women leadership. Taking this opportunity, I would like to share with you some personal experiences and views, sorry, a little nervous. Okay, taking this opportunity, I would like to share with you some personal views and experiences in hope of shedding a light for young professionals like you. First, let's take a look at the work environment women are facing. According to UN report, as of August, 11 women are serving as the head of state, and 10 are serving as head of government. Among 193 countries and 31 regions, women constitute only 22.8% of the total parliamentarians. And in the corporate world, only 4.6% of Fortune 500 company CEOs are women. So the glass ceiling is the great obstacle that restricts women from playing more significant roles. This is a huge loss because women have so much to contribute. Indeed, a study in 2012 by the Harvard Business Review concludes that actually women makes better leaders. And I think most of you will agree. Do you? Yeah. Okay, the first step in changing the social environment towards acceptance of women's leadership is for women to be ourselves, to initiate that change. The more women take the lead and prepare themselves to lead, the more chances we'll have to make the change. Based on my past personal career experiences, I would like to share with you 4 success factors to help women to rise in the career arena. So, how to emerge from men's world? I think first we need to have a career dream or plan. What this means that if you can dream it, you can do it. So first we need to have a dream. I think you guys are very lucky, than me, because by the time I was in my 20s, we even didn't have the concept of career plan or career design or career development. I still recall when I was a college student, senior college student, I didn't know what jobs would fit me, but I did know what jobs didn't. And I knew that I would like to be a secretary to a senior level person, because I believe by working for the big potatoes, I can learn a lot, and quickly, and I can learn a lot and in a quick manner. So with that in mind, I became the executive assistant to the CEOs of multinational companies like GE and Samsung. So I think I have benefited a lot by working with the CEOs, that I have learned a great deal from them that I've never been able to learn from textbooks. The tip I would like to share here is that to be a woman leader, you don't need to fight against men. You can learn from a role model even in the beginning or later. As women, you can learn from a man. So after that, I realized that to rise to a higher position, I needed to obtain more business knowledge. That led to my postgraduate study in the US, where I earned my MBA and certificate in HR management. The reason I chose HR, which sounds, as my profession, it sounds funny to you. September 11 happened in the year I graduated. You know, when I see lots of mass layoff from big companies, and I figured out that HR professionals are very powerful. As no matter you hire people or lay off people, you need HR to do the job first. So HR has the most job security. So that's the way I started to pick up HR, and I started to do my HR training. And then after I returned to China, I've been engaged in HR profession for 10 years. Growing older, I have noticed that many young professionals flooding into the workplace. They are passionate, energetic, full of potential, but very often I see them struggling with this or that problems at work, which may block their way to career success. So I decided to make a career move to be a professional trainer teaching management programs, and to share my past experience or practice with more people. That's why I flew all the way from China to attend this forum today. So first, you need to have a career plan that can fully utilize your strengths and potential, and at the same time cope with your career interest. That way, working will become an enjoyment, and it's relatively easier for you to make achievement. So let me share with you the 4 success factors. So to stand out as a female leader or professional, firstly, you need to possess strong professional competence. This is the fundamental element to make you survive and survive well in the business world. Actually, your boss or colleagues do not like yes men who lack judgment or ideas. They do want someone who can contribute constructive ideas and professional insight, and someone who can be responsible and take charge. So to stand out in the career arena, first you need to possess solid professional competence. Besides that, the following skills are vital too: communication skills, interpersonal skills, decision-making skills, presentation skills, and reporting skills. Here I'd like to talk a little more about communication skills. This is a skill that is essential for all leaders, both males and females. And this is the kind of skill that women tend to be more talented in, frankly speaking. But different people with different personality traits have different focuses in communication. That's why if you apply the same style of communication with your new boss, whose personality trait is different from your previous one, it may likely not work well. That is why I see so many people choose to quit their jobs, because they can't get along with their new boss. Therefore, I would say communication skill is the priority among priorities. I encourage young professionals to take some communication skills training, especially those focusing on different personality types and communications when strong disagreement is involved. So that's the first factor. Possess strong professional competence. And then the second factor is understand your boss. Former CEO of GE, Jack Welch, stated in his book, Win, that in life you should know what you want. And at work, you should know what your boss wants. then you can win. And my former boss, the former CEO of News Corp, he's Jack Gao. He's also ranked number 38 among the 100 most influential people in Hollywood. He said, if you're not clear about these two things, then you're hopeless. So, to understand your boss doesn't mean to flatter him. Kissing up will make you lose your respect and recognition from your peers. To understand your boss means to clearly know his requirements, meet and exceed his expectation. That way your boss will be impressed by your outstanding performance and give you more opportunity for development. Then the third factor is position yourself right. In China, we have a new rumor that men do not like smart women. I don't know if it's the same case in the US. Is it? No? Great. Actually, you know what? I did check out with a few male professionals. Unfortunately, they did not deny it, so it is true. But what I think is men do not dislike smart women. They just feel pressure when they are with smart women. You know, and men would like to feel superior to women, but it's not that easy when they are with smart ones. So smart ladies like you must position yourself correct, especially when you are with your male boss or male colleagues of the same position levels. You shouldn't leave an impression for them that you are a threat or a competing party. Instead, you should make them realize your value and treat you like a surplus who's always ready to jump in to help and support. And then give your boss the opportunity to make decisions as much as you can. You can influence their decisions, but do not make decisions for them. I usually provide a few options for them to make a choice. Most of the time, they can make smart choices which coincide with my own. If not, that's the time for you to step forward to influence their decisions tactfully, like analyzing the situation under the option they have chosen, estimate the potential risks or problems it may cause, thus lead them to the right answer among the multiple choices. This way, your male boss or colleagues will not hate you, but value you. They will consider you as a reliable assistant or ally. In my view, a strong woman leader doesn't necessarily be aggressive in attitude, but do make people aware of your inner strengths, weight, and power, so that they can rely on your advice or opinion when making crucial decisions. We Chinese always compare women to water and men to mountains. A beautiful thing requires both. So, as women leaders or professionals, we should learn how to dance with men together without stepping on each other's feet, by working with them, not working against them. I noticed that we do have a few male professionals here. So please, when you go back to work, treat your female colleagues fairly and nicely. Will you? Okay, I hear you. Thank you. And then lastly, manage your emotion properly. Women leaders are easily condemned for being temperamental. We have to manage our emotions, control them instead of letting them control over you. Find your way to release pressure. I'd like to share with you what I do. I usually listen to slow and classical music when I want to relax myself. And I chose inspiring songs when I need to energize myself. My favorite songs include Fight Song by Richard Clayton and the International, but I'm not a Communist Party member, okay? Don't worry. Moreover, I go to gym whenever I can. That's the way how I manage my pressure and emotions. In short, to win in the men's world, we as women, professional or leaders, we must think like a man, work like a man, but act like a woman. Lastly, I wish everybody career success. I'm sure you can do it. Thank you.